that just fixed it. Hi everyone, I'm Nina Kaskar, or Miss Scarlet in the Study, and today I am going to attempt to make a cake. I absolutely adore Portal. I have very fond memories of playing Portal when I was younger, and it's one of the coolest games, and I've always wanted a companion cube and my own Portal cake. So today I'm going to attempt to make a Portal cake, since I believe that we must learn from the mistakes we make in the past and use that to better ourselves. What is happening? Oh no. Today I've decided to open all the containers and measure everything out before I started recording. So hopefully with everything measured out and laid out in front of me, this should go as smooth as it possibly can. That's not to say that this will not go badly, but we will try. Sure. Okay, cool. So oven is preheated. That was the easy part. And now we're going to whisk together some ingredients. So knowing me, I should have labeled these, but okay, let's go. This is flour, so we've got 2 cups of flour. If anyone wants to follow along at home, please don't. I'm probably telling you wrong. So we've got 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, which seems like a lot, but hey, let's roll with it. We feel an extra sugary today. Some cocoa powder. I believe this is 3/4 cup cocoa powder. So next we want baking powder, baking soda, and salt, which I've already kind of mixed together here. We'll throw this in. Whiskey. So I feel like I'm doing all right so far. Why have I lived this long and not ever just measured everything out before I started cooking? I've learned a valuable lesson today. Now that we have our dry ingredients, I'm going to move on to the next step, which is to whisk in milk, oil, eggs, and vanilla. And guess what? I already pre-measured it. Let's get some milk in here. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very nervous I'm about to mess up and ruin everything. I'm taking everything extremely slowly, just because we all know how last time went. Oh, hello. Oil, which is this. Here. Eggs. Add a little bit of something to wetten it up. Wetten it up? To wet it? To wet. Alright, here's where everything falls apart, because this is an extremely thick batter, and which is why I've got Mr. Spatula over here in case this goes horribly wrong. Is that supposed to happen? Is it spatula. Let's fold it. Is folding in a thing? I'm not a chef, or a baker, or a candlestick maker. I assume adding water makes batter better? Is that... I'm just having like a long... Just... Help! Fun fact, you can pre-measure everything all you want. It does not make you a better chef. But we're having fun doing this. As long as you have fun doing something, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you doing it. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of water so that it's... I don't want it to be too liquidy though. Like, what is the proper viscosity? I mean, I don't even know. Like, what is the proper viscosity of cake batter? Is it supposed to be runny, or is it based off of preference? Asking for a friend. Can we make sure the bottom of this is in? Okay, we're good. We're gonna learn the real... This is the real test. If you can do this, you're much better than me. Intense concentration. I'm in a full squat right now. Okay, we're squatting. We're squatting and we're doing the thing. I kind of want it to like fold, you know, it's my technique. You kind of want it to just dribble fold. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you know when stuff just like dribbles, but it's like folding on itself. We're ready to bake it, which this has never happened before. The oven's not preheated and I'm already done. Are we in the twilight zone? There it is. In you go, my little shall be the baby Yoda of cakes. Okay, so since we have to wait 30 minutes for the cake to actually bake, I thought we would use this time to make the frosting, which I'm terrified of. I've never been able to make frosting correctly, which is why I get store-bought, and I don't know why I felt super ambitious today and decided that I was just gonna make everything from scratch, and I'm really regretting it now. And I'm gonna use this bad boy to help us out because I am not going to mix this by hand because A, no muscles, B, I'm terrified of messing this up. Oh man, this is where I get a little nervous. Stick the butter in. Does butter I just stuck the stick of butter in there without consulting you guys. Oh, my hand is cramping, my hand is cramping, my hand is cramping. So this bowl is way too small for this, but I'm gonna just keep going. Okay. I'm making a huge mess, so this is alright. Alright, I know this looks bad, but it's starting to look like icing and you should be proud of me. So I'm gonna go back through and mix some of this with a spoon, just so that it gets everything in there. See? It looks like icing, right? That's super sugary, which is not my favorite, but I made icing today, and I can go home. I'm already home, never mind. I can go to sleep tonight knowing that I did something I've never done before. Okay, so now we have cake, and surprise, we've got 2 of them. So the cake from Portal actually has a few layers. I think it actually might be 3, but I'm doing 2 layers right now. I've got my icing here. This is the one that just came out of the oven, so I'm gonna let it cool a little bit, but we can start icing the bottom layer and try to glue some of it together because in true Miss Scarlet fashion, I messed up everything. This one's having a moment. It's really, they both collapsed in the oven. If anyone knows why cakes collapse, please let me know. This has never happened to me before. This may be beyond repair. I'm not sure. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. See, what I'm not loving right now, oh wait, there's a butter chunk. There was a butter chunk. No, there's butter chunks. I didn't mix this well enough. You know what? So you got a little butter chunk in your cake. Now, what I'm concerned about now is this cake is the color of the Portal cake, which is really what I wanted, and this icing is not. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna use the icing as glue. I don't really like icing anyways, so I'm just not gonna ice the entire cake, especially because there's butter chunks. At this point, I don't care if it's edible. As long as it looks like the cake I'm trying to make, I'm going to be fine. I pre-measured. What went wrong? I don't know. The top layer has cooled and I just flipped it on top, so I feel like we've got the right height here. So now I want it to look less like a chocolate cake and more like a Portal cake. Portal cake has what I think is whipped cream, or maybe it's like vanilla icing. I'm not even sure, but I got whipped cream. And then I believe it's supposed to be cherries on the top, but I don't like cherries on my cake, so I have red M&Ms. So hopefully that looks somewhat like the cake. I don't know, we're so far gone already. This is a mess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I want to make 8, where do I put? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm so dumb. Okay, yes, all right. 2, this is stressful. 3, oh no. Oh man, I feel like this doesn't look right, but it looks not wrong. Okay, you know what? It doesn't even look that terrible. I was really expecting this to come out way worse than this. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I'm really not mad at it. It's like 2 wrongs do make a right. sometimes good things happen to bad people, and that's great. Okay, let's actually test it. I feel like I can't completely knock it until I've taken a bite. No, it does not hold its, it does not hold its own on, no. I'm hopefully not gonna kill myself by eating this. Okay. The cake is not bad. So the bottom layer came out maybe a little bit overdone, and this top layer is a little bit better. But I have made better chocolate cakes before, and I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And I can see how some people might like this icing. I don't generally like icing anyways, which is why I did not ice the entire thing, because there's no way I would have eaten it if it was fully iced. Even if I was in the mood for icing, that is really sweet. They're both the cake and the icing are really rich. M&M is top notch. As usual, I made mistakes and it didn't come out exactly how we wanted it to, but it looks alright and it tastes okay, and we didn't set anything on fire. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit subscribe. I put out a new video every week and you don't want to miss out on all the new content. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, my lovely people, and I will see you next week. Okay, you know what? This isn't bad. There's no butter chunks on the cake. That's really what counts.